If you're an OPay customer, either as an investor or as somebody who is actually making use of the services, transaction-wise or any of those things, if you have money in your wallet, if you have money in your OPay account, whatever way or anything you have to do with OPay, all I have to say is, don't panic. Nothing they happen. Forget about all those panic mongers and all that. I can tell you that these panic mongers are categorized into two groups. Number one of those panic mongers are bankers that work with different traditional banks we already have in Nigeria. And the reason why they do this is because of the heat of competition which OPay brought into the market. Nothing more. Then the second people are those who actually do not believe that OPay is actually good to be true with their services, with their high-end features and all that sophistications. They do not believe that OPay or things like OPay will happen to Nigeria. So as people who are actually accustomed with basic technology and not high-end technology, it's always surprising them how OPay can actually be so very fast, effortless, and very friendly for all their customers. So they always feel and have this doubt that it's too good to be true. Always giving out their ears to rumors that would say that OPay is shutting down so they can pull the 5,000 remaining in their account, because these people do not have any much money in OPay accounts. I can assure you this. So these are the panic mongers of the OPay app simply because of the competition. Understand that there is nothing happening to OPay. If there is nothing happening to all the banks, the traditional banks we already have in Nigeria, so what is happening to OPay? I mean, they share the same level of license and registration and all that. Even, as a matter of fact, I can tell you that even OPay have higher chances of surviving than every traditional bank in Nigeria. They have the resources to run the business, they have the licenses and even more. They have the marketability skills, they have high-end security. Their interface, their user interface is very, very friendly. Tell me any traditional bank in Nigeria that beats the user interface of OPay. No, you can't tell me anyone, because there is none. Matter of fact, it takes approximately 10 seconds to make a transfer to another bank. If you're using the OPay app, I'll show you. This is it. Once you log into the app, it's going to require the account number. And once you're putting the account number, it's going to automatically select the bank. Unlike most traditional banks, they will want to offer you first of all. Then you put the amount, then proceed. Forward. Press. ID. Piam. I had a small issue here, so it made it last a little longer than 10 seconds. But the bottom line is that this app is actually built on Usain Bolt algorithm. So take a chill pill, relax. There's nothing happening to OPay. I can tell you that from a place of conviction. There's nothing happening to OPay. OPay is an app-oriented business, and as an app-oriented business, as a tech-oriented business, they ought to be upgrading in order to make you, the user, have reasons to come back for more. And if you go to the app, you'll see that the upgrades are very visible and pronounceable, because every single day these people have things to put into the app in order to make the interface and the back end swift and easy. So what is the panic all about? Chill. Many of you do not research about your thing before you go into it, and that is the reason why it creates a lot of doubt inside of you. If you take your time to read and understand OPay, you see that that business has come to stay. Leave panic mongers aside. I've already told you that the two people who are actually involved in creating these panics are bankers and those who didn't research well, who are actually part of OPay because they heard that OPay is doing this and OPay is doing that. They didn't make an independent research to find out reasons to go with this very app. If anything should happen to OPay today, I can tell you that your mobile banking experience will go back to zero. Because as far as I can tell, all the things that I do with the traditional apps are just always very manual, always doing this. Nothing, no high-tech technology invested in it. Always manual. You do this, you want to transfer. Oh, come on. I'm not saying you should choose it as your traditional bank. Choose many banks. You can have as many bank accounts as possible. But if you really want a fast and reliable banking experience, OPay is number one. No fear, no fear. Go do your thing. Run your babe money. Do your thing. Leave that money there. Nothing is happening to the money.